Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you really for being here this evening in big numbers. It means your interest in the inter-religious dialogue, which is the most important today, not only in the Holy Land, in Israel, but also in all the world. I will try to answer the following question: why a synod of bishops for the Middle East? Altogether, the Christians in the Middle East are 16 million out of 330 million. Among them, 2 million are foreign workers who live and work in the rich oil countries such as Saudi Arabia and the Gulf. Most of our faithful belong to the Eastern churches called Patriarchates. I name them the Coptic Patriarchate, Maronite, Chaldean, Syrian, Armenian, Melkite, to which we have to add the Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem. The situation of these Christian communities in the Middle East is complex and implies many differences in terms of religious freedom from one country to another. They enjoy full religious freedom in countries like Israel, Jordan, Syria, and Palestine, but very limited freedom of worship in a country like Saudi Arabia, for example. In some areas, Christians may be killed for being Christians, like in Iraq. Many factors caused also the immigration of a large number of this community. They are the security, the economical and political factors, and the fact of being minority. Among the historical events which shaped the demography of Christians in the Middle East, we have to mention some important events, like the Armenian genocide in Turkey during the First World War, the civil war in Lebanon, the Iraqi crisis after the end of Saddam regime, and the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. In this complex context, the bishops of the Middle East found it crucial to hold a general meeting to discuss the current issues and the future of the area. During his recent travels in the Middle East, Turkey, Jordan, Israel, Palestine, and Cyprus, Benedict XVI heard the desire of the heads of churches to meet together, to pray, to know each other, to talk about the common problems, and try to find solutions. On September 2009, the Holy Father announced the Special Assembly of the Synod of Bishops. This initiative was unprecedented in the history of the Church. What are the goals of the Synod? I have 5 goals to mention. The first one is merely spiritual. Catholics need to have a deeper faith in God and in His providence. The renewal of their Christian faith should be based on the daily reading of the Word of God written in the Bible and the Gospels. Second goal, Catholics should collaborate with each other and have more communion and understanding. This is an internal issue within the Catholic Church itself. Third goal, Catholics should have a stronger dialogue with the other Eastern churches as well with the Lutherans and Anglicans. Christian unity is a target to which Catholics should work to implement the will of Christ. Some practical steps were suggested before reaching the full communion, such as the unification of the feasts of Christmas and Easter. The fourth goal, extensively discussed during the different sessions, was the inter-religious dialogue with Muslims and Jews. Numerous interventions were dedicated to this issue. Indeed, the future of the Christian communities in the Middle East depends upon a successful and fruitful inter-religious dialogue, not only on the academic level. It should imply also a dialogue of life, which reaches all the layers of the society in the Muslim society or in the Jewish society. Christians are encouraged to be active and faithful citizens in the places where they live and to collaborate in the building and development of their respective societies. In the Muslim countries as well in Israel, they have to be good fellow citizens. They are discouraged to live in isolation or in a ghetto mentality. Otherwise, they will not be active citizens and they may hurt themselves. Fifth goal, the last goal was to stop immigration from the Middle East. The interventions at the Synod stated that Christians should consider their presence in the Middle East as a vocation and a blessing, not as fatalism or mere coincidence. What are the results of the Synod? After 2 weeks of meetings, preceded by 1 year of preparation, after 2 weeks of meetings marked by great sincerity and genuine freedom of speech, and after having heard representatives of non-Catholic churches and also 2 Muslim representatives and 1 Jew, Rabbi David Rosen, the short-term result of the Synod was the publication of a message to the people of God and 44 propositions or recommendations aiming at implementing the spirit of the Synod. Conclusion. For me, the most important achievement of the Synod goes beyond the practical steps or the concrete agenda contained in the final message or in the recommendations. It is a new spirit which has swept over the churches, a new spirit which has swept over the churches. We felt that we need to be more open among ourselves, more open to non-Catholics and to other religions. We should be deeply committed to dialogue and to collaborate with all the cultures and religions of the Middle East, not for a personal interest only, but for the good of the whole region. Deeper faith and spiritual conversion, openness and dialogue, reconciliation and forgiveness, religious freedom and freedom of conscience are the new spirit of the Synod. Thank you.